Hello there. It is Sunday. Welcome to the Sunday stream. It's a little bit earlier than we planned on. Usually we start going at 7 p.m. Central Time, but got a little family dinner thing going on later, so I was like, I'll kick it a little bit earlier. So I apologize if it's too early for you, but you know, I'm doing what I can where I can. TGN in the chat is our mod, making sure everything goes smooth sailing as butter. Hopefully our games go smooth sailing. We've got some Orzhov control today. Ghetto Effect, what's going on? Just watching the Azorius Tempo deck. Good stuff. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's do a deck breakdown here while we wait for some people to filter in. We might have fewer viewers today because it's a little bit early, like I said, but here's our Orzhov control. We're starting in Mythic. Let's just go from the bottom up. Okay, first off, we're using March of Wretched Sorrow. It's an additional cost to cast a spell. You can exile any number of black cards from your hand. And it costs 2 less for each card exiled this way. We don't actually want to do that. We just want to deal X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life. Whenever you're playing Orzhov, it can be a little bit of a beatdown. There's a lot of Boros aggro, a lot of aggro decks in the meta right now. Metrio finally got to the live one. Greetings. I know it's 23:39 in Amsterdam. Welcome. I'm glad you could make it. Sitting in Europe, so a little earlier is nice. Awesome. I appreciate it. I'm glad it's working out for you. We want to gain a little bit of life off this, whether it means turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, plucking out some aggressive thing, especially something with haste as an instant can really put us into a position where we can help stabilize. And if our opponent plays Planeswalkers turn 5, 6, or 7, we can pluck those out too. Professor of Symbology, 2-drop 2-1, learn. As you'll see, we have a bunch of lessons in our suite over here. 2 Infernal Grasps. Unconditionally destroy any creature and lose 2 life. We've got 4 Tenacious Underdogs. 3/2 2-drop that can brawl with some of the more aggressive creatures. We can also blitz this back in for 4 mana and pay 2 life. You see why the March of Wretched Sorrow is a little bit needed, because we're paying life for effects here. Vanishing Verse. Monocolored permanents get exiled, not even destroyed with Vanishing Verse. One of the most powerful spells that you can play in Orzhov. Meathook Massacre, of course, we're running 4. Redain, God of the Worthy. 3-drop. Sometimes we'll use Valkmir Protector Shield, but really, Redain is there to be a 2/3 flying vigilance body and tax the big spells that our opponents are playing. And then if we can also get out Elspeth, we can start putting counters on this. Start pinging the opponent in the air. Restoration of Iganjo. Okay, this is played mostly, or was played mostly in Selesnya enchantments right when Kamigawa Neon Dynasty came out. I've kind of been wanting to try this in an Orzhov shell because grabbing a plains is good. Put that into your hand, and then turn 2, you can discard a card, probably that plains, throw that in the graveyard, then return it to the battlefield tapped, so it is ramping you. And then turn 3, having a 3/4 vigilance on the field by turn 6 is pretty good. Just sits there, blocks things, can actually brawl if it needs to. Wedding Announcement, great for making little chump blockers, buffing your creatures up. And we're using basically almost tokens to win with this deck. We have 3 Wandering Emperors, good instant speed exile removal, also generates tokens and makes our things bigger. Hagra Mauling, usually going to be a land, but sometimes you need to destroy a creature, so we have 1. Don't want to run too many of these because it does come in tapped. Edgar Charmed Groom, the picture sake of the thumbnail, 4/4, other vampires you control get +1/+1. When he dies, he transforms into a coffin, and he starts making 1/1 white and black vampire creature tokens with lifelink. He gets bloodline counters, then comes back to buff them. Pretty hard to get rid of in this meta, especially because he's multicolored, so Vanishing Verse doesn't exile him if the opponent has one. And if he dies, he just kind of pesky. Just keeps coming back. Elspeth Resplendent, 5 mana Planeswalker. We can -3 to go grab a Wedding Announcement, Restoration of Iganjo, Redain, any of these little things. put them directly on the battlefield. We can put counters on things, make them lifelink or flying or whatever we need. What's up, Mike? Working on a black-white deck. Yes, sir, we are. Trying it in Mythic. This will be the first game I've played with it in Mythic. I messed around with a little different version in like Platinum and then played some other stuff. So, glad you can make it, Mike. We got 2 Lolths, making spiders. You know, doing our thing. And a Miria's Call if we need it. Another win condition, we have 2 mascot exhibitions in here we can grab from Professor of Symbology. Pest Summoning, put some trash on the field if we need to block. Necrotic Fumes to get rid of a pesky creature, Planeswalker. Environmental Sciences, and Confront the Past to bring our Planeswalkers back. Pathways, Shattered Sanctum, One Rafine's Tower, Field of Ruin, good old Hive of the Eye Tyrant, Anti-Ganjo, Seed of the Empire, and Cave of the Frost Dragon. So, with that wordy intro, let's get to it. As I said, we're in Mythic. Trying some different things. Let's go. Thank you all for making it. I know it was a little bit earlier. I don't know, maybe it turns out to be preferable. Maybe we do scoot it a little bit earlier from now on. I don't know. Okay, opponent goes first. We have a black land, but it's a Hagra Mauling. So we'll probably have to play that first. They took a mulligan. Play Hagra Mauling, keep up March of Wretched Sorrow, and then we get Wedding Announcement or Restoration. Looks alright. Island. Get our tap land down. Island, Ledger Shredder. Okay. That looks familiar. I was playing an Azorius tempo list that relied on Ledger Shredder the other day. Okay. Throw planes down. Okay, so things we have to be aware of. Probably running Slip out the back. They probably got some cheap counter spells. So let's try a Restoration. Before I disrupted that. Okay. They hit for 1, they didn't play anything, meaning they probably have another counterspell in hand. If it's Jwari, we can get around it. Let me turn that volume down. I feel like I'm yelling. If it's Jwari, we'll get around it. Let's see. We'll be proactive here. Going with our Wedding Announcement. Okay, that resolved. Turned it to our hand. They're not being very proactive with their plays, though. Sound fine? Alright, thank you. They're going into attack. There's a Meat Hook. Always nice, especially they're not likely to have huge creatures. Let's try that again. And then, if we absolutely need to, we can March of Wretched Sorrow and exile Meat Hook from our hand to get rid of this Ledger Shredder. I just want to see what they're going to do next. They also don't have any lands, which is good for us. Okay. They described 1 to the top. They liked what they saw. Vanishing Verse seems good. We have March of Wretched Sorrow. We can do both. Okay. We're going to let them go. Because they have to be proactive at some point, right? They're going to keep hitting us for 1. Eventually, we're going to be able to outrace them with these tokens. Let's march this out now. If they counter it, then we have a clear path to play Elspeth. Okay. Playing around counter spells, you guys. Okay. And our turn there. So we're going to be striking back here with tokens. Slip out the back. Kyoto effect. There it is. We knew it was coming. Throw Takanuma in. Let's go in with Elspeth. Negate. In response, we Vanishing Verse that. If they have a slip out the back, they can do that. That's the best time that we have, though, to get rid of that, so... Here goes Elspeth. Delver. March of Wretched Sorrow. We'd like to see that. They've done a good job at keeping our stuff at bay with their counterspells. I just feel like they're going to have to start developing their board here. Loses all abilities in a green-white citizen creature with base power toughness 1 and 1. But that will still be the same. It's already a human. Now it's just green. I'm not sure why they did that, but I've made misplays before, God knows. So I'm not sure why that was a thing that they did, but good game. All right, 1-0 with it. What do y'all think so far? Think we're gonna do like 1-4, or are we gonna do like 5-0, just like hammer? Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that TGN. Game music's a little loud. Turn it down a little bit. Alright, let's get into game number 2. That's a good point, Dimitro. Just to fill in their daily quest, maybe they needed to cast an X number of spells. That's a good point, too. Alright. Tenacious Underdog on 2. March of Wretched Sorrow and Emperor. We can cast that on curve on 4. That looks pretty good. Let's play Frost Dragon first. Let's be sneaky, not reveal to the opponent that we have black mana. Paladin class. Okay. We gotta watch that. Now all our spells cost 1 more to cast on their turn. So let's just try to be aggro, shall we? Let's switch into Orzhov aggro mode. Really like Orzhov control, just crafted your old version of my wild cards. I appreciate the support. I hope it does well for you. Is that, did you do the finale one? If it's the finale one, I love playing that one. Getting a couple finales down and just like sacrificing things and making inklings. Alright. In you go. Save our removal, throw another underdog on the field. Adeline is in. I will block here for sure. Okay, thing about Adeline is Adeline has vigilance. So we're not going to be able to use the Wandering Emperor to exile a target tapped creature. So we only have 1 black mana. I think what we do here is just wait. They for sure attack with Adeline, and then we Wandering Emperor and we give this first strike. We try to ambush them. Oh, Paladin class. Alright, that's alright. Or they attack, we'll use Infernal Grasp. Paladin class, so the Emperor costs 5. Creatures get +1/+1. Get rid of Adeline that way. Okay, now we go in. They block.
I'm not overconfident. You just keep watch for intruders.
Kyoto, you drafted the finale. Yeah, that one's fun. I like it a lot. Spellbinder. What are we taking? March of Wretched Sorrow. Okay, now we have 2 black mana. That's cool. Get in there, Samurai. This costs 2 more. We can just kill that Spellbinder right now, right? Or not. Yeah, 1, 1, 2. Yeah, we have to do it on our turn, though, because of Paladin class. Let's do it now. Unless my math's wrong. I think we can just get this gone now. Yeah. That worked out. Johnny, love the stream, playing 2 favorite colors. We're doing Orzhov, Johnny. I'm glad they're your favorite. That's awesome, man. Working out so well so far. So let's see. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, we have an adversary pumping the whole squad here. We could go Elspeth. Give this lifelink and also give it first strike here. That would be a pretty nasty little thing. Instead of vigilance, lifelink, first strike. Yeah, let's do that.
Right. Let's clean up this town. Be brave.
Give that lifelink. Pick up our planeswalker. Give it. So it's a lifelink, first strike, vigilance. Let's go in. This samurai is beefy. Okay, we definitely let Elspeth go to 1, and then we just block the Usher.
Hey!
Okay.
Watch the roughhousing.
Not super concerned about that. Alright, we can Infernal Grasp this. We're at 29 health. They have no cards left. What order do we do it in? Exile you.
You're done.
Show him what you got.
I think we're safe to play Restoration here. Legion Angel, that is not what I wanted to see off the top, honestly. Discard a card, maybe return a Tenacious Underdog. No, that's okay.
I know there's a hero inside you.
First strike, flying. Just make this flying boxer hit face. I think we have more than enough life to support this. Got it. Good game. I know what they were going for. So they were going for, with Paladin class, put this out, pump your whole squad up with level 2, and then get enough tokens, right? Enough little creatures. Tokens generated with Adeline here, tokens generated with Usher, and then give them double strike and go in. So I know what they were going for. Good game. Hope you all are having a fantastic weekend and a great Sunday. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing and liking the channel. Really, really appreciate all the support. See some familiar names that I've responded to in the comments of other videos. I'm really thankful for you all being here. Let's get into another game. I think we're going to play 5 today. Do know so far. Okay, Underdog and Redain, then Edgar, and then Lolth. 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw a couple lands. I think we're in good shape. If it was a mono white, they were going face. They were out to take our lunch. Being aggressive. Looks like Boros, Kumano, and then probably Bloodthirsty Adversary on 2 if they have it. So in that case, let's put down the Underdog to block. It's either going to be Luminarch Aspirant or Bloodthirsty Adversary, or if they don't have one of those, it'll be Hopeful Initiate. But I kind of want it to be Adversary and then them to attack. That's my prediction. Let's see. Fireblade Charger. I was wrong. Didn't attack. Okay. We attack here, they let it go through. Let's not attack. We'll throw Redain down. We're just gonna hang out. They're Iron Redain, so they may have a Royal Eruption. They're debating on whether or not to just kill Redain now. Yeah, TGN, did you see they were running Crawling Barons in that mono white? Interesting. Yeah, so they did decide to do it. Okay. Let's do... So if we block the etching... Well, if we block here, this thing gets exiled. Because of etching of Kumano. What's up, country? How's it going, my friend? I guess that's fine. We'll block here. We'll lose that. Country Fried is one of the 2 creators behind the YouTube channel It Resolves. Lots of MTG content there. I did a guest spot playing Jeskai Hinata last week. It was a lot of fun. If you guys haven't checked them out, it's It Resolves on YouTube. They make killer content. Great creators. Edgar down. Oh, you hit a family reunion? Was it a good one or was it a bad one? Sometimes they can go like, you know, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're stressful. No attacks. Okay, we're not going to attack either then.
Darkness will swallow. I will cull the weak.
We have a tricky situation here. We have a Lolth down, which is, I mean, I still think it was the right play, but that Fireblade Charger, when it dies, can deal 4 damage to our Lolth and kill it. So we'd really like to draw a Vanishing Verse here. Vanishing Verse this Charger and just, like, start going. If you haven't checked out Cairo, great MTG content creator. Thank you for the plug, country. I appreciate it. Three damage to face. And then they grab Introduction to Prophecy. Let's draw a card, lose a life.
Oh yes.
There we
I
go.
know the knowledge.
We can use a Wandering Emperor for sure. That Fireblade Charger attacks. We're ready to exile it. Okay. I think it's on them. It's on them to make a move. We can exile with the Emperor, though. See, they may put a bunch of counters on it, and then they may just, like, okay, now it's time to attack if it's like a 6/6 or something. I think we're purely reactionary right now. Inspiration again. Okay, interesting. We're at 10. We've gotten 2 Intro to Prophecies. How many more burn spells can we take? Not many. Do this. Let's get this out of here. Okay. That's actually preferable, I think. Let's give him a reason to attack us.
I'll tell you a secret.
Gotta stop using that Loth ability soon, though. Getting a little bit low on health. Hopefully the Wandering Emperor can exile something and gain us a couple life. Sunrise, alright. Bring it to me. Bring me the Sunrise Cavalier. Let's go. Emperor time.
You're ready to move.
Underdog, you block.
You are not much of a roadblock.
My will cannot
All
be
right.
denied.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the counter for Emperor. And that's lethal. Got there. Good game. Ultimately, that Fireblade Charger, I feel like I was scared to destroy it because we would gain 4 life from it, but I didn't want Lolth to die off of it. But they pointed it at my face, which ultimately I guess was the best of the 2 options. Yeah, and then Emperor, that little bit of life gain really helps. Alright, 3-0. Country Fred, drop that thumbs up. Gonna finish watching this one, go in the chat with the wife. She sent me solo to the reunion. She's smart. She is smart. She sent you on a mission, brother. She's like, go ahead. You go have fun. I'm gonna relax. I'm chilling out. Alright, we're 3-0. 3-0, fam. See if we can get there. Gonna play 5 games. No planes. Field of Ruin and a swamp. If we don't draw planes, what are our options? 2 Tenacious Underdogs on turn 2 and 3. And then we're really hoping we draw like a bunch of lands in a row. If we don't draw lands, I think we're just dead. Let's mulligan that. This looks, I don't know, somewhat better, I guess, because we have announcement on 3, maybe. Okay, we'll roll with this. Initiate. It's gonna be aggressive. Boros again. Okay, so here I think we drop Underdog and we hope. If this thing trains and gets a counter, they drop a Sunrise Cavalier and it becomes a 4/4 and trains this thing, that's gonna be horrible. Yeah. Still Underdog is the best play though. Alright. See what happens. Our worst fears have come true. Block you. Sometimes Boros is just too fast. Even if we draw a meat hook, we're out of range. Yeah. Brutal. Here. There. Training up. 4. We're at 4 health. What do we draw? Infernal Grasp. That's not going to do it. We could Wandering Emperor, kill something, go up to 6 health, and then we get killed either way. So we'll say good game. We'll show you some love for Boros. And then we'll say, see you next time. That Boros curves out. When it curves out, it's pretty intense. Pretty good. One of the top decks right now in best of 1, for sure. Not really ideal, but we have a Professor and an Underdog, both on, I guess, turn 2 and 3. We'll keep. Kyoto, isn't that the Boros aggro people are running? Yes, that is. Yep. It's really popular, and it's really fast and very efficient. So if they play everything on curve and they have optimal draws, it's very hard to beat. Interesting. We have Grixis colors here. We have blue, black, red. Aghast. We have 2 more. We have 3 more lands. We're not really super concerned about having lands. We have 2 removal spells, so let's grab a mascot. We don't really need anything as far as our lesson suite. Kalane treasure. Kalane gives additional +1/+1 counter upon creatures entering the battlefield for each mana from a treasure token. Attack. This will give us a little bit of a clue as to what they're planning on doing. So they're blocking there, and they're going to make a treasure token to try to cast some huge monster next turn. Could be the Vamps, yeah, it could be Evelyn the Covetous. So get rid of that. TGN, you called it. Here comes Goldspan. Okay. Look like they're a little bit low on lands. Gain a little bit of life back. Grab a land. The only way we're going to be removing this Goldspan Dragon is with either a Wandering Emperor, Vanishing Verse, or if we get enough mana, March of Wretched Sorrow. Mitro got a drop. Get some sleep. Best of luck. Watch the rest later. Alright, thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Get some sleep. Hopefully sleep well. Yodo, hopefully draw to Vanishing or Infernal. Yeah, hopefully so. Or Wandering Emperor would be better, even, because it wouldn't generate a treasure token. So they have another Kalane out. Discarded a Cathartic Pyre. Lord Xander. Wow. He's a 12/12. When he enters the battlefield, discard half the cards, round it down, and then when he attacks, I mill half my library. When he dies, I sacrifice half the non-land permanents. Cool, I haven't seen Xander in a while. That's actually pretty cool. Let's discard Underdog since we can blitz that back. And we'll get rid of this Plains. We'll get rid of Edgar. Vanishing Verse is not going to help against Xander. That will, though. So we can Hagra Mauling Xander. We still have the problem of Goldspan. This is a neat little deck. We're able to get rid of Xander, but still Goldspan on the field. They have no treasures left, though. Jin Jaxius. Nice. They're just like, I'm making a bunch of treasures. I'm putting in Goldspan, and then I'm playing Xander and Jin Jaxius. And I'm going to just play all the biggest things that I possibly can. Okay, they still have 7 mana to play something. Cemetery Desecrator. It's going to be a 10/10 menace. When it enters the battlefield, exile another card from a graveyard. When you do, choose one. Remove X counters from target permanent. Or targeted creature gets -X/-X. Okay, not so bad. Pretty big, though. Pretty big nasty. Yeah. Professor got minus whatever. Elspeth. Permanent with 3 or less. Can anything help us here? All the big things. That's right. March of Wretched Sorrow. We can destroy the Goldspan. Then we get hit for 11. That is Menace. So even putting a permanent out, we can't chump block that. Okay. Our plan is to March of Wretched Sorrow the Goldspan. Gain some life. We won't let it attack. We'll just do it now. Okay. We're at 16. You know what would be looking mighty fine right now? Wandering Emperor. We went to 5. Another Elspeth. Oh no. Alright.
There are good people in this city, and Ida's safe now.
Okay, we're dead. 'Cause this has Menace. Good game. Not going to concede because this deck is it's great. I respect it. Just make a bunch of treasure, play the biggest things possible with Kalane. I like that Xander was played against us on stream. That's really cool. I have yet to see Xander come down in any game. And then Ginge Taxius back to the hand, baby. Looking good. Okay. So, what do you all think about the deck? I think it's pretty good. Would you personally make any changes, any inclusions, things that you have on the mind? Like, any good cards? I'm going to wrap up the stream here in just a few minutes, but I kind of want to just sit and chat with you guys for a minute. Yodo, I've never seen Xander like that before either, to be honest. I haven't. So when it came down, I was like, oh, Lord Xander's down. Okay. And then I was like, I know it does something when it comes in and then when it attacks and dies. But Daniel, think the mono black control would have beaten that? Where's that mono black control? This one. The finale. This one has a little bit more sacrifice. Well, there's sacrifice synergies in it, and more treasures, and invoke despair. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right, Daniel, because Blood on the Snow would have taken care of all that stuff. So the Orzhov doesn't have any sweepers except for Meat Hook and all the spot removal. Like March of Wretched Sorrow is based on damage, so you have to have a lot of mana to do it. Yeah. They're different. They're different for sure. Yeah, I like this deck. I know a couple of you said that you crafted it. The dramatic finale is nice in it. Really dig it. And I like the combination of Fellstinger and the Skullport Merchant has worked really well. Because a lot of times you don't want to have 4 Skullport Merchants because you draw too many of them. And a lot of times you don't want to have 4 Fellstingers because that ends up just taking a lot off your life total, you know, when you get into them. Yodo, yeah, Blood on the Snow or Doomscar. Yeah, that would have helped there for sure. I think if you could foretell a Doomscar, yeah, you're right. Also, Lolth is super helpful with the Menace Reach Spider. Yodo, I'm actually going to make this deck in real life, Cairo, and play it at my LGS. That is awesome. Please let me know how it goes. If you tune in next week, like, are you going to go play a Friday Night Magic or something? If you go play a Friday Night Magic with it, I'm really curious to see how it goes. I hope that you have great success with it. Daniel, the finale got you into Platinum. Appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate the support. That's what I'm here for, basically. Is, you know, sometimes I get, like, into creative mode and I make some decks and stuff, and I'm like, I think these are going to work out pretty good. So I'll spend some time making a deck, and then I'll take it in, and I don't ever playtest in unranked, because I just find that it's not representative of ranked, because there's so many different weird decks. So I'll playtest one, and I'm like, this isn't good. So then I just don't, like, I don't share those decks because they're bad, and I don't want you guys to be using wild cards for a deck and then be like, oh, well, this deck's not that great. So I try to upload the best decks and the best content that I can. So that way when people are watching, if they make decks, they're not like, you know. All right, let's do a finale. Let's play the finale deck once. How about that? We'll just give it one shot and let it go. Path of Peril. Path of Peril would be good too. Welcome, Rich. Thank you for checking it out. Path of Peril with a cleave. So that's the 3 cost, destroy all creatures with 2 or less, and then you cleave it for 6. Yeah. That would be probably a pretty good include. Let's play one of the finale. For those of you that have not seen the video, it is on the channel. Can't remember the exact win rate on it, but... Alright. What's going first? 2 gas, a meat hook, and a dramatic finale. I would really like to have a Fell Stinger or a Skullport Merchant. Daniel, $5 super chat finale for the win. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the super chat. You did not have to do that. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. I wish I could have drawn a better starting hand, though, for you, Daniel. Thank you very, very much. Sure. We'll do it hard mode. There's an eye twitch. Okay. Rule. Thank you for the super chat. It really means a lot to me, guys. Let's get in the eye twitch first. That way, if we need to just start putting damage through, we can. And if we need to get a lesson, we can. Kami of Transience. Looks like we're playing Selesnya enchantments. So eventually we're going to need to draw into our Invoke Despair. Right now, looks like we're doing okay, though. Let's let the eye twitch eat. Get in there, bat. Two ghasts. Yep, it is runes. Naturalist. Do they attack? If they attack, they do. We double block here, make a treasure token, and then one of them kills the Kami of Transience, probably. That way we have enough to meat hook everything away. Yeah, that seems right. Treasure. -1 here. Make them recast that. Gain a little bit of a tempo advantage. Finale's in. Keep the eye twitch to chump block. Grab Necrotic Fumes here. Okay. Deadly Dispute. We block with this, we Deadly Dispute it, we make 2 treasure tokens, draw a card, we play a land, then we just meat hook the entire board away. I think that's what we do. Yeah, free runes now? I know. Hopefully we generate enough treasures here to meat hook the whole board and they exhaust their whole hand. That's what we're trying to go for. Showdown of the Scalds. Put that counter somewhere else. Yes, that's better. Okay, I think we might be able to do it here. Mountain. Rune of Flight. That's a new one. It is going to explode. Rune of Might. However, if we Deadly Dispute and draw blood on the snow, that's going to be sweet. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Trample, trample. Okay, we just let it go through. We'll do this now, in case we draw some instant speed removal here. It's a Lolth. Alright, 3, 4. We can kill 2 things. If I have trample, I don't think we're going to be able to do it. If we drew blood on the snow, that would have been our out. We only have 4. And then we're going to get killed. Yep. They can bring Kami back, and then they can get us. So we'll say, good game. We'll let them come in and have it. Daniel, thank you for the super chat. Sorry to disappoint with the loss. It did explode. TGN, you're right. Mother of God. Kyoto effect free runes because of the... Yeah, I know. It's... Runes is explosive. If we would have had maybe, you know, Infernal Grasp or something to kind of stop it from happening and getting out of control. Yeah. If we'd have drawn a Blood on the Snow, it would have been okay. We had outs, but, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda. That's how Magic the Gathering goes. Oh. Death. Okay. Well, the Orzhov deck, I think it's doing pretty good. I appreciate all the support from all of you. Thank you very much. Kyoto, if you play that in the local game store and you make it in paper, let me know. I'm anxious to see how it does. I've never played it in paper yet, so. PGN drew half the tech last turn. Yeah. All right, that is it for me. I'm going to wrap it up this Sunday. I hope that you all had a great weekend. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. You could say that was a dramatic finale. Nice pun. Yeah. Kyoto, Daniel, thank you very much again. Everybody that's new, thank you so much for tuning in. If you subscribe, we're over 1,200 subscribers, and if you'd hit that thumbs up for me, I'd really appreciate it. Have a great Sunday night. Have a great, happy week ahead. And I will talk to you next Sunday. Thank you very much.